everybody, how's it going? James here, and welcome to a gameplay commentary on Evolve. Today we're going to be talking about the classes and weapons in this game relating to the Hunters, the 4 classes of the Hunters. The first class, and probably the most familiar class to most people, is the Assault class. It's the traditional tank, I'd say, that you see in a lot of games. You know, the Juggernaut. He is able to give out a lot of damage because of his weapons that deal high amounts of damage, more so than other classes. And he's also able to absorb more damage because he has a bigger health bar traditionally. His first thing is an arc mine. He has multiple ones of these. These are basically used when you're attacking the AI monsters, because there are other wildlife too that try to swarm you, so these are useful for throwing them down on the ground to clear out high amounts of these annoying little monsters to stop them from getting in your way. He also has a personal shield that he can inflict on only himself. So basically I think it's when you can have invincibility towards fire or towards his melee damage. Only one of them at a time, you see. He also has 2 weapons. He has a lightning gun, which is more of a pinpoint weapon because you're going to have to keep the beam on him, similar to the focused rifle of Halo Reach. And then he also has an assault rifle, which is just a traditional weapon that he can use for taking out grunts and minions, and then also inflicting damage on the monster, which is more of just spray and pray. The second class that we have, which is more interesting and a little bit more tactical, is the Trapper. Now, the Trapper is made mainly for finding out where the monster is, and then when he's found him, keeping him in a fixed position and stopping him from getting away. He firstly has a harpoon gun. This gun is going to be one of the key things you're going to need in this game. So basically you're going to be able to shoot him in the back or wherever, stopping him from escaping. It basically creates this cool energy field between yourself and the monster, giving him only that space between you two to walk around in. He also has these really cool things called sound spikes that I think you stab into the ground. They then kind of like ping these sound waves, similar to what we saw in that Prometheus film, you know, when they had these little red orbs going down the corridors. Well, basically, these sound waves spread out, and then you can see him, I guess, through walls. It says it creates visual representations of where the monster is and where AI is. So you'll be able to see through walls where he's lurking. Now, it will probably only be faded, and it'll probably be short images of where he is. It won't be like a constant video image, because that would be unbalanced. It's going to give you images slightly of where he has been, so you can kind of check in that rough area of where he is. The last equipment thing that he has is the mobile arena. Now, this is basically a large dome that's initiated, which stops the monster from leaving that dome. The only thing about this, though, is it stops you from leaving the dome as well, so it almost traps you inside a cage with the monster, which is good to stop him from escaping, but you're going to have to be careful you don't just do it when you've all got low health, and then he can turn around and start beating the crap out of you. Well, you need to make sure you're going to use this to trap him, and you're not going to by accident just press it. Now, as far as I know, he only has the harpoon and then the SMG, so the harpoon's mainly only used to locking him down. It's more of a piece of equipment. And then he has an SMG, which is, it says it does decent damage, not too high, not too low, just good medium damage to keep inflicting on him, to keep the monster panicked. The third class is the support class. Now, the support class is something that is used for a defensive towards the team, but it's also offensive against the monster. So it's good that he can do both of those sides. The first thing that he has is a gun that creates some form of shield in front of everybody. It basically stops ranged attacks from hitting you. So, for example, if he's breathing fire, why did I click? You basically create the shield and it stops the fire from hurting you all. So it's not going to stop close range attacks like hits, but it's going to stop fire and things like that. Another piece of awesome equipment that he has is a orbital barrage. Now, as you'd expect, orbital barrage, it's basically from the sky an airstrike that lands. It's a massive, massive radius and massive, massive damage. So if you can get this pinpointed central on the monster, it's going to deal a shit ton of damage. The only problem with this, though, is that it is friendly fire. So you've got to tell your teammates where this airstrike is going to be, because if they're lurking in the radius when this goes off, you're probably going to kill them. Another cool thing that he has is a cloaking device. So if you're being chased down by the monster because he's now on level 3 and you're being hunted, you can initiate a cloak for yourself and your teammates. So this lets you hide in areas while the monster walks around not knowing where you are, giving you ideas of where you want to go next. It's a cool stealth mechanic that they've added in. Now, he only seems to have one major gun, which is the laser cutter, which is used for cutting into enemies, the beast, the main monster, and also AI. But the only problem about this, it may be high damage, but the more you use it, the more the red haze is obvious towards monsters. So all over the map, the monsters know where you are and they can come for you. Now, the last class, and one of the most important, is the medic. You need the medic in pretty much every single playthrough if you do of this game. I'm not entirely sure if in the game you can start a game with some friends when you only have like 2 of you, but I think that would be a bad idea. But the medic's going to have to be something that you're going to need all the time. Now, the first thing, which I didn't actually expect, is that the medic has a anti-material sniper rifle. So this sniper is good for dealing massive damage, only really towards headshots though. So this is a weapon you're going to have to be very careful with. So this makes me feel that the medic isn't going to have a lot of health themselves. They're going to be the ones that are sending more to the back of where the monster is, being able to heal their teammates up ahead that are more offensive, and able to crack some headshots from a distance every now and again. She also has some really cool tranquilizer rifle, which slows down the movements and stops the monster from running away from you because it's obviously slowed down. Similar to what the Trapper has with his sound spikes, she also has a dart gun which you can shoot onto the beast as he's running away, giving you visual representations of where he is. Now finally, what she has is a healing gun. Now this gun is probably not going to be a weapon like from TF2 where it's a sustained and small amount of health that just increases for them. It's something that from nowhere you get an instant health boost. For example, in Syndicate, when you charge up somebody, you then instantly give them health. So this is basically where you can hover over somebody, hold down the button, and bang, give them a load of health. So that is all the classes and all the weapons that they have. Now that's only right now. There's only been 4 classes announced and all these weapons. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more put into this game, and they said there's going to be more classes and more monsters. So tell me what you think of this. I think this game is sounding really, really cool. It's obviously the creators of Left 4 Dead. It's not Valve though, so I think it must be some of the developers that left or something. But this game's looking frickin' sweet. So if you like this video, please like it and share it and favorite. And subscribe if you're feeling nice. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Please subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.
Hey! 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 Stop it! Stop it!